There are four type of entry confirmations: price action, momentum, Fibonacci, and divergence. I'm going to teach you how to put them all together to create a powerful trading strategy in the Forex market. Let's get it.
Like a pro, yeah, I'm trading like a pro, like a pro, like a pro, making profit like a pro,
like a pro. Time to let them know. Bank on the phone, no, I don't need a loan, cause I'm trading like a pro.
We getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, huh? Stacking that money from the trades, huh?
Ay, we getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, stacking that money, I'ma teach you how to trade like a pro.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Jay Wayne, representing Team Take Profits, and welcome to the video. Alright, it's gonna be a great one. It's Friday, and I'm about to lace you up. I'm gonna lace you all the way up. Now look, my mission is to help you become a profitable trader so you can get your time freedom back and start empowering people around you. Now, that's been my mission from day one, and I'm not changing it, all right? And before we dive into the video, please don't fall for any scammers acting like me in the comment section, acting like me on Telegram, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. All of my links to contact me is in the description below. Let's be smart. Let's not be sending people money talking about they're gonna trade for you, all right? I'm teaching you how to trade. Even in my academy, I'm not trading for you. I'm teaching you how to make this money. I believe what I'm about to show you in this video is going to help so many people in their Forex journey, because what I'm about to show you is pure facts. It's letting the market come to you. It will teach you how to wait for a trade and not be so jumpy. You know what I mean? It's going to help you see the market so much clearer. I promise you. If this is something you're interested in, then please like the video. Help me as I help you, because I'm about to lace you all the way up. Let's get it. Guys, so here we are on the charts. I'm gonna start you here on GBP/JPY on the 4-hour chart. Now, this strategy is going to teach you which trend line is the best trend line to take. Breakout or wait for the retest. This strategy is going to help you understand which double top or double bottom is the best one to take. All right. So here we are on the 4-hour chart. And how far to go back? You really don't need to. If you're a day trader or a scalper, you don't need to be going back weeks and weeks and weeks to understand what you need to do today. So from here on is enough. All right, that's pretty much enough. The furthest you would probably need to go back is probably this trend here, and then that's enough. That's more than enough if you're a day trader or scalper. Okay, if you're a swing trader, you need to go to the weekly time frame to get an understanding. But we don't need to do all of that. I do feel like you should see what's going on those time frames, but they don't really need to factor in on what you're doing right now. But I do think you need to practice learning how to get an outlook of the market. I want to show you the Fibonacci here. Okay, so this is the most previous pullback. Now, I could start all the way up here, but why do that? Why do I need to go that far back with the Fibonacci? All right, when price decides to go higher, then I will start focusing on this level. But price has not pushed that high yet. So we need to first clear this pullback. So from this high to this low, we need to establish that, hey, this is at a golden zone. That's the first thing. That's the blueprint of the market. All right, it runs on an algorithm. Everybody look at these levels. These are pretty much levels that's going to get hit. Everybody's watching these levels. These levels will get hit. If you don't believe me, watch my Fibonacci videos. I'm showing you all throughout the whole year these levels get hit. Okay, so nothing is 100%, but these Fibonacci levels get hit more than 75% of the time. Okay, so we can delete that, and this is our golden zone level. Just like that. And if you don't know how to really use Fibonacci or how to place trades or set up trades around it, then stick to the end, because I'm going to lace you up with that as well. All right, so stick to the end for that if you need help with the Fibonacci and the golden zone and so forth. All right, so that's pretty much all we need on the 4-hour. So let's go down to the 1-hour. All right, this this will work for uptrend, downtrend, but I'm just showing you this downtrend here. All right, you just flip it around for the uptrend. All right, so now we can go ahead and zoom in. We don't need to all of that old stuff in the past, and we can just focus on what's happening here current with price action. Okay, so here we're gonna put out trend lines. Okay, and if you can tell, we got trend lines coming through here. Okay, that's the outer trend line. We have trend lines coming through here. Okay, and we have a trend line coming through really, really tight right here. Okay, so we got all of these trend lines. Now, like I said, you need to understand which trend line is the most important one. So let's put this one right here on the bodies here. Okay, so if the steeper the trend line, take notes, the steeper the trend line, then you need to wait for a retest. Okay, you need to wait for a retest. The steeper the trend line is. So if it's really going up really, really fast, don't try to take the breakout on that. Yes, you may win, but it's teaching you bad habits. Okay, because sometimes, most of the time, you will get faked out. Half of the time, you will get faked out. We want to increase our odds to 75% winning. Okay, so wait for the retest if the trend line is steep. Now, if the trend line is not as steep and is really going at a good level, like at a good angle, you know, such as something like this, then you can go ahead and take the breakout. But this is kind of steep here, so I would wait for a retest. Now look, the retest is easy because the retest is going to be around the golden zone that we have on the screen. You see what I'm saying? So that's why that was the first step. Okay, now this is going to be a good strategy for you to keep watching this video and soak in the gems that I'm going to give you here. All right, so let's keep pushing through it. If the trend is steep, you want it to break the trend line and retest. While you're waiting for the retest, you can begin to look at the RSI. That's the second thing. Okay, first thing is Fibonacci, then pull out the trend line, and then look at the RSI or the MACD for the momentum, because we're looking for it to slow down. Okay, because it's underneath the golden zone here, as you see on the screen. Okay, so it broke the trend line, but it's a steep trend. So you need to wait for the pullback. All right, if it's not a steep trend and it breaks the trend line, you could take the breakout, but I still want you to look at the RSI or the MACD, and we're going to look at it together. All right, we're going to look at it, and so you can see how the momentum starts to slow down. So now we are on the 15-minute chart. Now we have the setup. All right, we got the golden zone there. If it break above it, then we're looking for a retest on the top of the golden zone, and we will buy. But if it holds and breaks the trend line, you know, this was a steeper trend line, so we're going to wait for a retest to avoid any fake outs. And we're looking for it to hold on underneath the golden zone. So what happens is usually the retest is going to either be a double top or it's going to stop at the golden zone. So you got this high to this low point, and you see the golden zone in there, right up in here. Okay, that's what you're going to find on a 15-minute chart. It's either going to do one or the two. But what's going to save you is that you have the trend line. Nothing gets entered. You do not enter this trade until you got price breaking the trend line. All right, so it's basically, it's respecting the trend line. You see all of these points. One point right here, respect the trend line. Another point, respect the trend line. And now we're at the trend line again. Okay, but when it decides to break it, or if it tries to act like it wants to break it, because it's so steep, we're not going to get faked out by these little candles breaking through, because we understand it's steep and we need to wait for a retest. The retest is, like I just said, is either going to be the golden zone from the high to the low and the pullback on a 15-minute chart is going to be the golden zone, or it's just going to be a double top. All right, that's fine. You need to just understand that. Now, let's let it play so I can show you. Get right to it. Okay, now that's the retest, and there is the trend line break. Okay, that's the one you're going to want to take. Now, the reason why is because I want you to see something that I believe that you missed. All right, as I was playing this. All right, the first thing is, you see all these trend lines I got on the chart? I don't know about this third one down here, but I definitely know about this second one. When price breaks the inner trend line, and the inner trend line is this first one. Let's make that a dotted one. When price breaks the inner trend line, 9 times out of 10, or let's just say 8 out of 10 times, it is going to go test the outer trend line. Now from there, I don't know, okay? Because it's a lot of movement. That's a lot of pips to gain to catch that outer trend line. Okay, but I know from the inner trend line, it likes to test the outer trend line. Okay, but it's good to have another one there just to see if you can catch more pips, or just kind of gauge where price may be going. You feel me? So just keep a note of that. That's a little gem for you. But look what I think you missed. Look at the RSI. Do you see how price comes almost even? That's a double top. Do you see how price comes almost even with the previous high? You see that? But why isn't momentum of the RSI going with it? Right? It ain't that much lower, but it's a lot lower on this RSI. That's the key. Okay? I'm trying to teach you. I told you 4 confirmations. Price action. Here's price action. Double tops. Okay, I'm a technical trader. We can do fundamentals, or you can learn fundamentals from somebody else. Eventually, I want to master the fundamental side. I'm an honest guy, but I spent 6 years mastering technical analysis, and it have made me a lot of money. Okay, so look at the momentum. So I'm trying to teach you how to combine these 4 different type of confirmations together to create a powerful strategy. All right, and look at what I want you to see is look at the MACD. Look how this green histogram piece is really high. But then this next push up, it didn't go as high. That's showing you that momentum is shifting. You feel me? So I ain't going to waste your time. I'm going to get right to it. This ain't going to be no whole lesson. If you want the whole lesson on this and really how I go in depth and people asking questions, and even you can come to my class and ask questions, then feel free to join, my mentorship at Trend Trading Academy. Okay? We really go off in there. But this is YouTube and we got to keep it short. All right? So that's the strategy there. Now, I took this trade. Okay? I'm not going to tell you to do something that I'm not going to do. Now, I took this trade and my entry was 154447. That's my entry. And the reason why I took that is because this was during London time, and it was trying to fake us out, and then it pulled back. I told the team, I said, hey, I sent out the trade setup. I told them where to get in at, what we're looking for. And I told them, I said, the currency heat wave, I still trade the currency heat wave. I got a video of that on my YouTube channel. Just look up currency heat wave. I said that GBP and JPY are even on the currency heat wave. Don't take the breakout. Okay? Let's wait for the pullback. And I told them that. And we waited for the pullback. And by the time the pullback happened, and then we saw this drop off, now all of a sudden GBP is getting weak. You can see the shifting, the numbers and the strength shifting on the currency heat wave, and JPY was starting to gain strength. I said, now it's time, let's take the sell, because overall we saw it on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Take a look. This is what we saw. This is why you cannot sit on the 15-minute chart as you do any strategy, because you miss the key points of these wicks telling you that sellers are pushing this. Okay, sellers are in the market. Boom, sellers are in the market. pushing this down. That was the first sign. And then it tried to push up again, and it gave you another sign. Boom. Sellers are pushing this thing down. So now you can go back to the 15-minute chart. Okay? And now you can have confidence to take this sale. And that's what I did. I was like, boom, it's no more waiting. Let's go for it. So that was my entry, and you can see it right there on the screen there. And I took it, man. I took it with no hesitation. I jumped in and made about over $7,000. You know, my lot size is $200 lot size, because I have 200,000 in my account. You know, that's how we did it. So it was a really good risk to reward trade. Okay, this is the strategy that I wanted to show you as we go forward. Because it's going to teach you patience. This is the end of the year. Yes, we can still trade. We don't have to just, you know, stop trading and making money for the rest of the year, but you do have to have patience. And I believe that this strategy is going to take you the rest of this year, even as we begin the next year, because you're still going to have patience come January and February, maybe even March. And then after that, it's really going to start trending. This strategy will still work. But I really think that this strategy is coming at a perfect time, because we need to practice patience as we end this year out and go into the next year. We need to have a lot of patience and let the market come to us. And this strategy is set up to teach you that. All right. The main thing is patience and letting the market come to you. Okay, so look, like this video if you like it, if you found it helpful. I really try to give you my best. All right, this is YouTube, and I got to keep the video short. But like I say, if you need more, you know, knowledge on this, you need more help, you need me to answer your questions in detail, then come to my class. I teach on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Trend Trading Academy. I got you. Now, like I said, guys, if you need help understanding how to use the Fibonacci, okay, the way that I teach it, okay, I want you to watch this video right over here. Okay, click on that video, because it's going to show you how to get these zones just right. Okay, so hey, click that video. It's going to lace you up. You already know. Don't forget to like this video though, comment, and subscribe, and let's make this money back. Peace.